in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Walker has it. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Cowboy
and they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Seahawks at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll get it inside the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Cardinals' 1-yard line.
They'll go with the keeper. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, Crash. Warrior 70.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Out to the right here to Wilson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, will give them the season sweep. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defend back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Kyler going to give this to Benson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready up. Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
Buckle up. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down at the the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Again, 3 yards. And that's good for a Seahawk.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Cougar 19, Bronco 80. Check smash, check smash. Read alert, read alert.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 6.
Looking to throw. Out to his left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
For the Seahawk field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Murray going to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. In motion left is Wilson. Now Murray. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brings up second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll set up a throw. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining start.
In the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We can say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
Boye Mafe in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone as it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
They'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's be ready to get that first touchdown. Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there. And let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks just be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's